Hey guys, Baduk here, and we're playing live again on Fox. I actually made another 3Den account. This time I called it Oldschool, and I think you know what that means. So yeah, we're gonna try to play pretty simple, but also pretty old school. So let's see. White is making a high Chinese opening, so the adjacent side here is big. Let's go ahead and close this corner. If white plays around here, we can come in. So white played the high splitting move. That does make it pretty awkward for white to try to make a base though. So I would not recommend that. Like, what's white supposed to play now? Yeah, it's pretty awkward because this side is leaking. And white ignored for this one. Normally it's very big to play another move to stop them from getting a base. Although white can't really get a base that easily anyway. But we don't have to play there. We can play also around here. So I'm thinking of either 3-3ing or maybe approaching. I think 3-3 is pretty attractive because of this large plus large double wing, which somewhat like guarantees that one side of the white formation here is going to become inefficient. So as we see, white is leading us along the bottom. That is going to make this stone over here not very well placed for making points. Now I have to think push or knight's move. Okay, well, I guess knight's move is fine. So we can see that k4 is a bit strangely placed now. Okay, so if I extend, white is going to have this technique of hane and then hane, where if I cut, then I become captured with the 3 stones. So after hane, block, and then hane, I have to take this. And then white connects, and I'm supposed to help this group. But there is a stone in the way there, so when I run around with this group, that stone is in the way. So I don't really like that variation. Therefore, I'll play here and change it to as if we pushed, and then white had played hane and we had played hane back, which is normal. And it's common for white to tenuki now, although maybe because of that stone, they would extend, but okay. White is going to do this complicated switching thing with this cut. Oh, just there, huh? Hmm. So if I take the 1 stone, white will counter Atari here to make me take and then capture 3 stones. We don't want that. So we probably should take this one. Now the interesting thing here is that now that you've already made that Atari, and that status of like nobody being captured yet actually protects these 3 stones to some extent. So we could actually take this now if we really wanted. But I don't really want white to get thick in this area by capturing here. So I'm going to either take or do some Atari and then take. I have to think about whether playing here seems like a good exchange. Maybe not really. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, this is totally fine. So if white fixes here, then we can capture that stone, which is going to be pretty big actually, in this case. Yeah, and if they connected out here, then we would have peeps and clamps and different things like that. For not necessarily right away. Right, so now that white fixed there, the power of this cut for us is very, very little. That means it might be a good idea to capture soon. If we capture, white has to worry about the connection to that stone, so they might play a couple of moves here, and then we get sente again. Other ideas include playing around here, such as approaching, like attaching here actually, or the old school way to approach from this side, which you don't usually do against a 3-4 point, but you can do against the Chinese formation, because coming in here is a bit of a trap. I'm not really very motivated to play around here, and I think it's very easy for white to handle that stone, even with 2 more black moves. So it does affect white's Moyo potential here, though. Should I attach now? If white Hanes, we Hane back and we develop the top. If white extends, then we descend once, Hane, Tiger Mouth, and then after they Atari, we ignore it to play a knight's move and run away. And if they go down, then we just jump out. If they Hane here, then we Hane them back in the corner. Whichever Hane, we play the other Hane. That's how this attach works. Okay. I'll just do that. This is the open area after all. And even if white plays something here like capturing, we still have this one. We still have center reduction that we can play. We still have this. Yeah, it's not like the one stone here affects our corner. Okay, that's going to be pretty easy to play now. So we are making white pretty one-dimensional now, which is fine. We have a lot of corner territory, so it's important not to be too jealous of what white is building here. We should just let them have it. Let them have all this territory. Oh, double honey.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I guess I'll Atari in this case. I couldn't figure out a reason not to Atari here. In this case. Because I want to get the extra pushes. Now I'm considering, obviously somewhere here, but I'm also considering continuing to push. Trying to figure out if it's good for us. It is the juncture between Moyos, after all. I could also play Knight's move, I guess, but the cut here works. So, okay, let's push. White's gonna Hane, we're gonna Hane. You shouldn't push if you're not Haneing. That's a pointless exchange. I actually see a lot in my game reviews that I do for people, I see a lot of this pushing and then Tanuki, which is strange. Okay, now the question is, do we do what's, called the Q style Atari, which is like Atari, like this, and going back to fix, or do we just extend? Sometimes there's a special case where playing like this is better. Depends on how powerful white's push here is. Yeah, probably
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Actually, I decided to do this and then push again. Even if white Ataris and extends out, we get a lot of Ataris and then we can just fix our shape and then fight. Maybe I should have extended and let us both be like peaceful, but anyway, yeah. I guess what I did is not exactly simple, is it? Yeah, it's hard to completely turn off my normal play mode. So the way we're playing with black here is pretty crude, but crude is not always off limits. It's not always bad. But when you're not sure, then you should play the good way that you've learned, which would have been Atari extent and let white fix their own problem.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Yeah, there's no Aji for us to do anything in there, so we might as well make all these exchanges. Interestingly, if they ignore this push to do something over there, we have Atari, and then there's this Atari that makes that ladder work, actually, which is pretty cool. That means I can extend here. Otherwise, I would have fixed.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah. White is getting a lot, but we do have a lot of potential and a lot of cash, so it's probably okay. So now it is actually time for us to fix, because now fighting around here would be pretty hard for black, and we would get weakened over here as well. So it's time to play probably this one. White's definitely going to come in, and that's okay. We just have to fight well. Maybe try to be the first person to play here. And this one is also still here to take. Okay, that one I think we have to connect. I would expect shoulder hits or like something like that. Interesting. That one. Do I defend or do I take the Moyo? I think take the Moyo would be correct, would be more appropriate.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
We might be strong enough to defend this. There's this attachment which is really hard to respond to without hurting our corner a little bit, but yeah, I mean, the difference between us playing this versus white coming in and reducing it all, it seems very big. So yeah, otherwise I would have been happy to defend this and have all that as cash. Because right now, even this is not cash. There's a ko in there, which is go in, black blocks, white pushes, black blocks, white hanes, black blocks, and then white dies if they connect, so they have to make a tiger mouth. And then black Ataris and white makes a ko shape. Yeah, you can try. You can try. You certainly can try. All right, this one or this one? It's not only about which one is farther distance. Yeah, I think this one though.
9, 8, 7.
Because actually there's a lot of random like weakness around here. And threats to connect under too. Yeah, attach is expected. If we just go up, they can play Hane and Tiger Mouth and invite a ko, and like it's just not. Yeah, I think maybe Hane or one of these Hanes.
9,
Maybe this one in this case actually.
7.
I don't usually choose this Hane above when we're trying to kill something, but yeah. I don't normally encourage trying to kill, and I don't think we necessarily have to. If we can get enough bad exchanges from white, and then we take all this giant corner, we have other corners too, and some scraps out here, and we can attack this too. So we might still be able to compete with this stuff. Okay, so this one, white's trying to get forcing moves.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'll just take it. I don't know. White's getting almost too much eye space up there, so. Tempting to push here. Okay, but I'll just take it. If white Ataris, I might take instead of connecting. That way this one won't be Atari. But getting Atari here is annoying. Okay. To be honest, it seems pretty hard to kill this. But let's see. So how much does white have? 6, 16, 26, 38, plus 4, 42, 47, 55, 65, maybe like 70 with Komi, let's say.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So can we compete with 70? With a very optimistic count, we've got like potentially 50
9,
if there's a move here.
7,
But also we're attacking this and we will get Sente to play a big move. So we are a bit behind on cash actually. Like this 3-den is playing pretty well. Normally I can breeze through 3-den with double rank up every time, but every so often you do run into someone who plays very, very well. But let's see.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I should play there if I care about points in the future, but this one does essentially block white off in actual practice here, and it slightly affects this situation. I really want to kill this group. So I could respond indirectly, and then when they cut, just live with the top group. Atari and
9, 8,
yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Try that, I guess. Interesting. I think I can Hane. Even if they capture that stone, I could make it so that it's a false eye. And still reduces the eye space here. Like if they get a stone here and here, but I get a stone here, then it's gonna be a false eye there. Here. Wow. What is up with that?
Yoyomi now starts.
Yeah, at this point, there's not a whole lot of concept. It's just reading all the different things. Probably this connect would be a good idea.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sure, let's do that. Especially with the weakness I left here. Although I guess if they do that, we could just extend the false eye. Yeah, so we don't need to even save that stone if it becomes a problem. But it's probably one of these moves. So if I connect here, white cuts, no, they have to push.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was going to just let them take that stone, but I wasn't quite seeing what white can do. I think white's dead here, but okay, I see a liberty shortage thing that can happen here. Oh, did I mess up then? Maybe.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did I mess up? So if white plays here, so this one, the reason I play here also is if white plays here, right, and I poke in there, and then white plays there, I'll have to play here to kill the eye. White's gonna cut, I'm gonna go along, white goes here, I connect, white Ataris, I connect, then white has Atari here. And capture everything. So that's why I played there. So now, unless I'm missing something about this situation...
9.
Yeah, I should be able to just kill with this.
6.
So I'll say it again, right? White's gonna play here, and I would have to poke there. White would cut. I would extend. White would go here, letting me connect. But after I connect the Atari, I connect it, then they kill all the stones. That's why I needed this stone. But this stone also helps out with like this area, so yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll go ahead and play this, I guess, because I don't really see why not. And then I'll poke it. All right, let's see if white can figure out life from this. I'm not really seeing it now. And of course, when they cut and we pull it out, if they go here and capture the 2 stones, we throw in again and make it a false eye. In general, 2 stones being dragged along or like a turret on the first line, if they capture you in a way that you get to cut them, then there's always going to be a throw in after that makes it a false eye. So up to 2 stones, that's what happens. Whereas capturing 3 stones or more will always give an eye.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes. We have prepared for this. It means if white connects, we have to respond with something like this, which also threatens to make 2 eyes locally.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 Yoyomis left.
Let's see. So they Atari, we connect. They do this. We play here. They cut, or they. Anyway, yeah, we'll see. So we do this. They end up cutting us. We have to respond out here. With this move. And then they get the first move up there. I guess it's a liberty fight then. Yeah.
9,
We cut. I have to think about this actually. This might be dangerous.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 Yoyomis left.
They have 2 more liberties here. Oh, seems like that's too dangerous for us actually. Or is it a Seki? 3 liberties.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Darn, is this a Seki?
Last Yoyomi. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In that case, maybe I'll connect solid to have maximum liberties and see what happens with that. Yeah, I might have to accept the Seki. Let's see. So they cut. Yeah, they cut. We play here. If we play there, then they can cut and make a snapback. So that's terrible. So we are having to do that.
7, 6.
They have 2 liberties. They go here.
3,
The shared liberty.
1.
That's not helping them actually. That actually loses them a liberty, I think. later on. Yeah.
9, 8,
So they do something like cut, Atari. They have 3 liberties left. Yeah, they died now. It could have maybe been a Seki, but now they die, I think. That means I need to make sure I don't give them this liberty. Yeah. Oh, double honey. Uh-oh. I forgot to think.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Eh? Okay. I mean, that does give them like 1 liberty. It's true. 1 more liberty. Yeah, I didn't think enough about this part, actually. Hmm. So now they're going to Tenuki, I guess? Wait, did they even gain a liberty from that? What's going on here? No. Okay. Nothing even changed, right? Yeah. I think these unnecessary Ataris killed white. Because if white had just cut, I couldn't even block directly. Because of the cut and snapback. I mean, technically, if as long as white doesn't Atari here, let's see. So if we connect it, white takes our liberty. We go here. White takes our 3rd last liberty. Ah, yeah, we can't really kill white, can we? We need at least our own eye.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Hmm.
2.
Yeah, it might be a Seki anyway, actually, because I forgot that if white doesn't Atari this themselves, yeah, then it's probably a Seki. Take, connect, take, go here. Yeah, it's a Seki. If they go here, we connect. They go here. Okay, fine, it's a Seki. It's a Seki.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not sure where to play. Somewhere here must be urgent. And then I want to play this one. Hmm.
9,
Yeah, I think we made a strategic error somewhere that gives white too much territory. Hmm. Oh, actually, because I have a stone there, I guess I'll cut in this case. Yeah. Can I even use this one?
7, 6, 5, 4.
Ah, I can even do this. I can cut in a way that doesn't give them a chance to cut through. If I played here, they could change their mind and play there, which still is dangerous for their group. But this one is like, although they can have forcing moves in the center to survive, I get a lot of territory. Yeah, this Atari doesn't work for white. Okay, I see what they're trying to get that that extend in Sente to then cut down through here. So I just have to play a move that defends both at the same time, basically. So maybe Atari and then connect. That seems okay.
8, 7.
Let's do that. Yes. Probably jump. Connect is okay, but jump is usually better. But if we jump, they're probably going to cut, and then we have to sacrifice a stone anyway. If we play this one, I wonder if it's better.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
No, I'll still play this. If they push and cut, we can push enough times, and then like just take Sente. All right, yeah, now that this is happening, this cut is going to be just a ladder, so we'll just extend. That's a lot of territory. Now we're probably okay. White still has to manage this group, and then there's a good chance that we get to play something on the bottom. This one, this one. Yeah. Probably we have enough. This is huge.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And this is actually thickness working for us, right? Because if this wasn't so thick over here, then this random pool of emptiness here with white stones would not be our territory. It would be much easier for white to survive. But here, we're too strong. There's still some things white can try in here, though, because of these three being a bit vulnerable.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If we played Hane, they would cross-cut. And it would be a bit tricky to deal with that. So just descend and keep pressure on the base. The cross-cut there is to get a bunch of Atari, a bunch of forcing moves. They might get Sente out of this, like they might be able to play away, but that's the beauty of Miai, which is the thing where there's two spots and like I take one, you take the other. Yeah, because there's two big things to do on the bottom, so at least we're guaranteed one. Okay, this Hane still looks like annoying, but actually I could even play my own Hane, couldn't I? They cut, we just immediately capture it.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. So if they Atari, then there's going to be this cut, then there's going to be some, yeah, annoying stuff. So, okay, I guess I need to respond.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I'll connect. I'm a bit worried about Aji in the future, so yeah. Oh, I should check if capturing this one stone is Sente, because that would help the thickness of the corner. Avoid peeps and invasion and all these things. Okay, so if I capture and they ignore, then I go here.
9,
They take my liberty.
7,
No,
5,
it's not Sente.
4.
They took that. I definitely need to take this one. Before I do though, let me just see if I have any good Sente. I mean, this push probably, yeah, I could cut there.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't want to risk it though. This is so big. I can't let myself lose this one. But now white's probably going to block here. Maybe they'll play here. What else could white play? I think this block is really big. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe I should have pushed, but I mean, I didn't want to risk this one being bigger.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's gonna play a simple Atari here. It might be a little slow. But it also allows me to directly block white's Hane here unless they connect. And the capturing will have some follow-ups in here.
7, 6,
And if they blocked there, they would have gotten this area.
2, 1.
Yeah, that's expected. The question now is, should I just capture this? Or should I, maybe I should... Should I block?
9, 8, 7, 6.
I'm gonna capture. They can monkey jump, but they could also reduce from this side anyway. And capturing is almost an eye as well. So it increases my safety. If I blocked and then they connected, there's still a peep and extend inside when white has saved that stone. So it'd be annoying because I might have to play inside later. So all in all, it seems like capturing was better.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. I don't think they really actually needed that. But okay. Okay.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I guess I'll take these moves then. Actually, if I connect, white might go for local life instead of connecting with a 0-point connect. So yeah, that might be kind of pointless. So this move has like threats here and begins to try to make this into a real eye, but also is going to aim at this peep. And this peep is going to be related to this connect, as well as the life and death of the whole thing. Okay, so I'll just do this. They can block there if they want, but I'll have follow-ups on all the sides here. Okay, so they played defensively. Now this is actually a real eye because they cannot safely cut. And we finished in Sente, which feels very good. But this connect continues to be not Sente, or not like the right kind of Sente. So we will ignore that situation. And maybe come in here.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we're connected here. If I Hane, they can peep here and then connect out. So this Hane is no good. We need to descend. Yeah, and there's nothing else much to do on the board, I think. This has to be like
9,
the biggest move.
7,
And then monkey jump is probably pretty decent for white to do. And then this part's big. This part's big, and then I should capture that later. If I capture that, I probably don't have to worry about anything in here. I might not have to worry anyway, but it's just a bit more annoying. It's about 3 points. It's not actually that big otherwise.
9, 8, 7.
I have a class that I did for a Patreon study group tier on monkey jump workshop. How to handle monkey jumps. All the different techniques for handling different scenarios of monkey jump. In this case, we could attach on top because if they went this way, we would play here and they would be completely cut off. And
9, 8, 7.
the way that this move works is if they try to Atari here, we're going to counter Atari here and lock them inside and kill them there. It's a trap. But now that all these exchanges have happened, I don't actually have to save that stone because I have 2 eyes without it and it's just a few points. There's other things that are more points, right? Like this is definitely more points. Yeah. So
9, 8, 7, 6,
we'll take this one. This one is at least 6 points in value, if not more. I think it's more. It might be more actually, but yeah, it's about 6 or so. But also, it's more than that because afterwards our connect here becomes Sente, which is another like 3-point Sente. So it's really a 9-point move in a way. Definitely bigger than this one stone. Oh, okay. Yeah, the cut is a 3-point reverse Sente, but also affects this side. So that's a pretty good idea. Yeah. Hmm.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, since white can make that a false eye, I'm now incentivized to fix. And I'd rather fix here than there because I think this is more points. But that's true, actually. White played a smart move. Okay, white played here, which is more than 3 points. We don't have that many big things left anyway. But so there's this move, and then I'm thinking about capturing. This one,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, don't want to lose on time. Yeah. This is why I was maybe not going to play it, because white can give me... Oh, wait. Does it even work for me? Because when they cut and then I Atari, they have their own Atari, and then they can Atari me.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Am I making a mistake? Because then they're going to have this attach. We'll see, because they have to worry about me getting in here too. Yeah, it's probably okay. So yeah, if I just go here and then they cut, then I'm in trouble. But I can push again, actually. Should I go here and then push again? Is that better? Okay, I'll just keep it simple with this one. So now if white plays there, I don't think I'm going to have problems on this side. And the result of this, if white tries to get Sente here, is that maybe it's big enough for me instead of the 3 points. Okay, you're doing that, but that's not really Sente because it's only like these two. This is actually more important. Yeah, now you're going to suffer, my friend. You are going to suffer. Should I Atari?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Yeah. So white's going to play one of those two moves. Maybe extend. And then push, extend, and then push, block. That's pretty good reduction for us. That's actually quite good, especially since these two... White doesn't even have time to capture these.
7, 6, 5.
Yeah, so white made a mistake. Yes. So now I can just save this, and that is that. Definitely bigger than this. I'm just thinking of whether... Okay, yeah. Whether there's something good to do first. Really? Isn't that only a 1 point push now that has no problem with these cuts? Interesting. Interesting. Should I take this Atari or does it not matter? Oh, it's not even...
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. Let's just do it. Yeah. All right, anyway, let's take this. If I played this one and white played there, then white would have a wedge because cutting white off would be self-Atari. So we don't want to give white a stone here until it's like the perfect time. So this is still a Seki. I think white got scared and thought that it's Sente. But anyway, none of us can do anything. So
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm connecting because I'm gonna just go here right away. Oh, maybe this part was bigger actually. I could save a point while preventing 2. Oh well. What I'm doing is worth at least 2 points, so it's not the worst. Yeah, but this was... Oh, actually, I do have... I forgot what I already knew earlier, which is the fact that since I already have 2 eyes, I don't have to connect here. Right. That's why I didn't care about this that much. Yeah. I'll just counter Atari and then maybe fight this Ko. Getting white to fail here would be beautiful. If white fills there, I'll just stop caring about the Ko entirely. Yeah. Where are our Ko threats? If we don't have any Ko threats, I mean, this is a Ko threat and a 1 point move for white, and it generates more Ko threats as well. So we'll just take this one, 1 point reverse Sente, which is 1 point anti-Sente, in other words, which is the same value right now as a 2 point Gote move, like these, this one. Oh, really? You're making the Ko matter more just to get 1 more point. That's kind of strange. Yeah, I mean...
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll just play this one. It's 2 points. Because if white went down, they would also have a follow-up Atari. And I reduce 1 as well. But this one also generates me some Ko threats in the shape. So I'm kind of prompting white to fill this now. So out of all the 2 point moves, I chose the 2 point move that creates the most Ko threats. Okay, so they filled it. Yeah, but then it's like they filled, right? And then I took 2 points and then they took 1 point here, which is still bad for them. So they still played it wrong by like 1 point. Now it's just 3 2-pointers and like nothing else, right? That means that I'll get 2 of them and they'll get 1 of them.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So that's good. You know, if there had have been 2 2-pointers left, they would be Mii, and therefore it could be good to just play other things. And then once your opponent takes one, you just take the other always. But this time there's 3, right? So I need to make sure I take 1 of them.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
You're trying something. There's no way that's going to work. Even locally, I can have 2 eyes. But okay, all right. I'll just... Atari? There's no way you can get 2 eyes here. Come on, man. See, it's not a peep now. Capturing that stone is some good ease of mind. Although I don't think it was going to be that much of a problem anyway. There's no way this is coming anywhere close to getting two eyes. Like locally, even this move, and then when they hane, you cut. Yeah. This one, don't get tricked into... Actually, even if they make a ko shape, it kind of just can't live. Yeah. Either way, you don't need to get tricked into playing Atari and them making a ko. Yeah, this thing is dead even if I just fix the cut here. If they play here, we poke, or here. If they play here, we just falsify the eye here. Very dead.
Nine. 8.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, so we could go here, we could go here. Anyway, nothing's really happening. Reduce first is usually good practice. In this case, it makes a ko, so sometimes that's not the best thing to do, but anyway, that's its own whole discussion. Ko just means that if you ever had to manually capture this, white could persist by fighting that ko forever.
6. 5. 4. 3. 2.
Yeah, they're just fishing. They're just going fishing. It's getting a bit... Yeah. Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? They're going to capture. Let's stop this silliness. There we go. Okay, quick review. Sure, I mean, it doesn't really show the player boxes, but anyway, who cares, right? So...
Review started.
Yeah. Let me turn the AI off, which I wish it was off by default. Very annoying. Okay. So I think the beginning is probably pretty good for black. This move is weird. Normally we split on the third line if we're going to split, because it's much easier to have a base and not be undercut. As you can see, white loses the bottom territory potential, so that's why it's not that great to play two large double wings. So I have a video on that on my channel, this channel called Start Point Double Wing Do's and Don'ts. It teaches you how to form good formations around your start points by being cognizant of what will happen after 3-3 invasion and how that all works and what inefficiency looks like. Yeah. Yeah, so if you really want to, you could Atari once and then do this. There's technically... Whoops. A possibility of a weird ko. Like if you play here, then they can throw in for a ko. Yeah. But anyway, that's a ko. Yeah. But I didn't really want white, so I figured if I did that, maybe white just captures this, and then I have to protect against e2, so I capture. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad for white because how thick they get here. And then they can just add another move here. So yeah, I decided to capture that. Getting them to fix definitely feels good. I'm not sure if this move is the biggest now. So I played away, I played here. This is also, so normally we wouldn't Atari, but just go here. But I didn't like the fact that when white connects, if we extend, we have Gote and white can just come in. And if we just play here, then white can have the Hane. I decided to do all these Ataris. I do suspect that we gave too much territory to white somehow here. Yeah, maybe just extend, which is normal. If they play here, then we're just playing, you know, our own thing somewhere, maybe here. And later on, we could still come in. But they might push. If they push, then we don't feel too good unless we can Hane. If we Hane, they might cut. And it's complicated. We'll see what AI says. Yeah. I thought this flow was actually pretty decent for us. But bottom line is white does have a big chunk of territory here. So we'll see. Yeah, I wonder if this is like too ambitious or if it's reasonable. That's very hard to know for sure. But with all that thickness, it feels sad to play something like this. So probably I would just defend here then and try to keep this weak and aim at attacking it severely. White did a surprisingly very good job with some of the sabaki. Like all of a sudden, white kind of, they kind of stopped being a 3-dan in a way. I'm not saying I suspect them or something, but this timing and combinations is just like very surprising to see at Fox 3-dan. Usually, no offense, they play a lot worse than that. Yeah, you know, I probably should have just connected this. Then there's no Seki stuff that could have happened. Even here, right? Maybe I should have gone with my original plan of just doing something like this. Because even when they cut, I mean, they might still cut here, but then our connect is Sente. And then, like, I mean, okay, do we run into the same problem still? Not really, right? So if they connect, then we can just get a head start over here. If they Hane here to try to break our eye, we cut. Yeah, so this is still this is still a problem for us. So we need to not get cut there, I guess. Yeah, bottom line, we needed to connect this. So if they cut us, then we can't play here because of this. Yeah, or this. So that's why cut was better directly to make us play here and then keep this liberty. If that happened, then let's say white tries to kill us. Still Seki. Okay. Yeah. As I thought. But what white really could do here is this one. Hane and double Hane. And then play like this. I can still break the eye like this because I'm thick enough here to endure this. However, they gained a lot of liberties from that. So now it still would have been better if they played this part differently, but maybe they can kill us. Yeah. Yeah, how do we not die here, right? Yeah. So that was a bit of a problem. Yeah, so it all stemmed from letting them cut here, I guess. I think maybe white should try this one. Yeah, so if they try to capture, we just Atari here and then capture them. And then easily handle this part. So yeah, they cannot do that. So this move is working. This one's working too. But yeah. Now the game is like surely very good for black. Okay, so that is going to be today's game. Please like and comment, and of course subscribe if you do enjoy this and you want more. I appreciate you guys watching this. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts about the game, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.